So excited about that. I was like, you know what, why not? Why not explore a little in a new area that will be added in the future? Oh, there must be no sun rays. No, you're wrong. There is. Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Sleep. And if you are new here, hi, welcome. I make Pokemon Sleep related videos. And thank you so much for finding your way to this one. So let's get started. My hair looks a little crazy. There's a lot of flyaways, but you know, sometimes we have good hair days, sometimes we have bad hair days. But Snorlax had really good sleep, so that is great. And I have an hour of untracked time, an hour and 48 minutes. But it kind of sucks. I hope I still have 100% on my energy. And there's no shinies. Do you guys get that feeling of anticipation when you're panning left to right on your screen? Sometimes doing it slowly just to see if a shiny is going to appear? So it is November 16 today. Who shall I give my... Here. I'm gonna give it to Bellsprout because I need a better Bellsprout to evolve to level 30 and get potatoes. But I think I'm gonna save my cookies for Eevee week, my Poke Biscuits for Eevee week. So I know a lot of us are quite excited for that. And I'll choose this. So I had, oh, it was 100, which is good. No one popped their skill yet. I hope Bulbasaur does, because I could benefit from that ingredient magnet. Wow, no one popped their skill. And then Gengar just laughed at me. Okay, so hopefully I have enough ingredients to make... Oh, and I do. Neroli's Restorative Tea. So this is my current list and dish strength. So Steadfast Ginger Cookies have been my go-to lately, although I'm a little low on eggs. I love making Jigglypuff's Fruity Flan on Sundays. And I make sweet scent chocolate cakes. I've been making the big malasadas. They have been carrying me for quite some time when I had Ditto on my team for dessert week. And I have one more. I think it's like the fluffy potato, but so excited about that. So in yesterday's video, I think I mentioned that I had one more ingredient to unlock, which is the potato. Turns out I forgot. I was wrong. I actually have two more. The potato and the tail. So I should head to Cyan Beach one of these days to pick up a Slowpoke. I should probably make some tea after this. I picked up some black teas and they are fruit flavored black teas like strawberry. I think one is mandarin. I forgot the third one, but I usually don't go for black teas because they're a bit stronger and stain your teeth more than green teas or white teas. But I was like, you know what, why not? Why not explore a little in the tea world, right? So I might make a cup for myself after this while I edit this video. Now let's pick up our sleep points. And I think there was, after the update, yeah, some news which just talks about, oh, we have an update for the EV week. Let's see if there's anything new. So it is a week-long event to celebrate EV Day on November 21st, which is also the day that Lush drops their new scent collection that they are coming out with. Alright, so more likely to encounter different sleep types regardless of your own, which is great. And EV and evolutions are more likely to appear. You might even find a shiny EV. So if I remember correctly, EVs will show up on every map, but the evolutions will only show up on the maps that they normally show up on. And during this week, all of your helper Pokemon's main skills will have a higher chance of being triggered, which is amazing. So a variety of sleep-related effects will be triggered during your sleep research. Event bonuses can be triggered in any area for this event. Few Pokemon of different sleep styles will appear during the sleep research regardless of your... Okay, we saw that. Main skills for all helper Pokemon are 1.5 more likely. Okay, that's a good refresher. Okay, so so for confirmation, much greater appearance rate EV, and then greater appearance rate for its evolutions. But here's the note: the much greater chance rate for EV applies to all areas. The greater chance rate for Pokemon applies only to separate areas where each Pokemon appears. So here we have it. Greengrass Isle, you could find Jolteon, Leafeon, Sylveon. But I believe Leafeon, you need the incense for that Pokemon to show up. And then Cyan Beach, you have Vaporeon, just Vaporeon, which is so sad and lonely, right? And then Taupalos, Flareon, Espeon, and Umbreon. And then at Snowdrop, you got Glaceon. So I'm gonna go to Greengrass Isle. You'll only be able to see one sleep style each for Flareon and Leafeon. Other sleep styles will be viewable in a new area that will be added in the future. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if that note was in the previous EV Week announcement. And yeah, that pretty much reiterates what happened, the news that we got the first time. Probably like a sprinkle full of new news as well. And then the update content. So we already went through this. Thank you so much for my viewer on explaining the whole linking cord situation. So yeah, at first I was like, what prompted this to come about? But they explained it to me, so thank you. I really appreciate it. I never had that problem, so it just didn't click to me, you know? And yeah, so, oh, new relaxing sounds. I did not listen to them. I totally forgot, so maybe I'll check that out tomorrow. Yeah, so it basically just what we spoke about yesterday, right? So let's get into the research community tab and see what everyone found. While I talk about some beauty related stuff, because that is always fun, right? So yesterday I went for a walk because the sun was out. It was beautiful weather. It was a bit warmer yesterday. Well, I think this week in general is a bit warmer. Last week was pretty cold here. So it's a bit warmer where I am. I enjoyed my walk, got some sunshine, some vitamin D in, and I passed by Lush again. And they restocked on their Super Milk, which is a leave-in hair conditioning. This got viral on TikTok, and it was quickly becoming hard to obtain in stores. But the kind lady told me that they restock every Wednesday. So I came back yesterday, Wednesday. So I walked all the way there, and they had the smaller version. Last time I came in, they had the big bottle, but I didn't want to take the plunge on a big bottle if I didn't know how it was going to react on my hair. So I got the small one. I tried it out yesterday after the shower. I put it on my damp ends and then I blow dried it. And I must say, it really helped my hair retain its moisture. So here are the claims, or this is the description in the front that you can't see because the camera takes a while to focus, but I'll read it for you. It is a conditioning hair primer, an almond, coconut, and oat milk hydrator that seals moisture into freshly washed hair and perks up dry ends. So how to use: spritz onto damp or dry hair and smooth through, style as normal. Wait, where are the claims? Or maybe that's just on the website. Oh, that's our first onyx that we saw. So yeah, some of you are at Taupe Hollows trying to get that onyx. And perhaps steelix. But yeah, this, I loved it. And the smell makes it, it's everything. And I can still faintly smell it in my hair. Now, granted, I have been having some smelling problems because I got sick a couple weeks ago and I lost my taste and my smell, so you could probably figure it out. Now, I've noticed there are some scents that I could pick up on a lot better than others, and the scent of Super Milk just so happens to be one of them. And if you're curious what it smells like, it's like think of like a lemon loaf, and then think of like adding 2 scoops of ice cream and it slowly melts on that lemon loaf. So it's citrusy, it's lactonic, it's creamy. I wouldn't say caramelly, probably like a fluffy, less sweet marshmallow, but it just smells so good. So good. So I'm very happy with that purchase. And they are coming out with a perfume on the 21st. So thinking about whether or not I want to get that so that I can smell like this on my body. And I thought it would be also interesting to share with you guys what my winter skincare routine looks like. Since, you know, your skin has different needs depending on the environment that you're in, the seasonal changes, probably even hormone changes, or if you're experiencing some sort of stress in your life. So, this is my current products that I use for the winter time now that it is drier. Growing up, I had disgustingly oily skin and I hated it. And I was on Accutane 2 times for my acne, and that really dried me up. I would say I'm definitely less oily than I was before, but through the passage of time and just aging, my skin naturally just slowed down. So now I have like combo oily hair, combo oily skin. And In the summertime, it definitely produces more oils. I'm sure you guys can relate to that as well. But this is new for me, where in the winters my skin gets so dry and so flaky, and that never happened before. So I had to kind of relearn how to take care of my skin in the winter and learn the difference between like dry and dehydrated, because supposedly there's a difference in that, you guys. So I noticed that my hair gets my skin, not my hair. My skin gets dehydrated in the winter. And it's been a struggle dealing with that, getting used to using dry products because, well, dry skin targeted products, because I'm so used to identifying myself as a oily skin girl. But yeah, with that being said, let's get on to showing my daytime skin. Oh, how cute! It's like a little dumpling, like in a dim sum tray. Now I kind of crave dim sum. It's been so long. Actually, let me go through all this and then I'll show you guys the products. So, I do not think we've encountered any shinies. You know how shiny, well, dittos come in like different forms? I wonder if it's sleeping in rock form. Oh wait, no, it sleeps like that, but then once the screen changes, they're all walking around, and then you could see like which one's shiny, right? You know, you should technically see it while they're sleeping too. So if the ditto is a rock formed sleep, would it show up looking shiny as a rock? I don't know. But alright guys, so sorry about that little jump cut, but I had to re-record this section because I had a technical difficulty. But going on about my skincare. When it comes to skincare, you need to apply your products from most liquidy to thick. Now keep in mind that this is what I use in the winter time, because my skin is significantly drier now that I am older, and even more dry now that it's winter. So in the morning, I wash my face with just water. Back in the day when I was super oily, I would have to cleanse because I would just have so much buildup from sleeping at nighttime. But now I just have to splash it with water and I'm good. So I give myself a good splash. And on some days when I need to exfoliate, I will go in with this COSRX Original Clear Pad. So this is for exfoliation, making sure that you remove all the dead skin cells on your face so that your next products have better surface to absorb. So very sanitary. It comes with this little, I forgot how to call it, but it sticks on like this, and then you just pick up a cotton pad and you know, swipe it over your face, look at all the gunk that it took off, and continue on with your routine. So after that, I will sometimes go in with this. If I'm not doing that, then I will normally go in with this. This is a tea tree toner to help make sure that my skin is clean, prepped, and not going to freak out and break out. Now, unfortunately, it is going to be my strawberry week soon, so I am experiencing a bit of hormonal breakouts here and another one on the other side of my face. But on this side, it's like right near where your ear connects to your jaw. So, and it's kind of painful and it's deep. So there's that. It's probably going to take a while to heal. But anyways, after my toner, I will go in with a face spray. This is just the product that I transferred into a spray bottle. But it is the Hatomugi facial toner. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. And it's very popular in Japan, so I wanted to try it out. I picked it up, and so far I'm liking it. Sometimes when I'm noticing that my face is feeling a little dry and needs a bit of a pick-me-up, I will spritz this on throughout the day, and it's like giving your skin a little boost of hydration. So the reason why I spray this on is because I need my face to be a bit damp for the next step, which is applying hyaluronic acid. So supposedly you need your skin to be damp to apply hyaluronic acid, and basically what it does is it pulls moisture from the air to further hydrate your skin, which would be great for summer, right, in theory, because it's humid. But for me, I can't really use this in the summer because it doesn't play well with my other products during the summer, and it just would make my face feel so sticky because I'm typically oilier in the summer. So this would just be too much for my skin. But in the winter, my skin loves this. Loves this. You could probably use any hyaluronic acid that you've been using or liking. It doesn't have to be this one. This is just so happens to be the one that I'm using now. And keep in mind, when it comes to, my sunscreen fell. But when it comes to these skincare products, I like to try different products once I empty something, because I don't want to commit to one thing when it comes to this and not know if there's like a better thing out there. Unless I notice that it really impresses me, then I will stick to one thing and run with that forever. But yeah, so this is the hyaluronic acid I use, and then I come in with this sometimes. So this is a milky lotion. So lotions are a little thicker than toners, and the reason why I might top off with this after using this is because there are some days when I'm waking up and I look at my face. So when I decide what I want to use, I look at my face in the morning and I examine it, and I'm like, are you dry today? Are you a little more oily today? Are there any new problem spots of concern that we need to address? So that is my game plan when I'm deciding what I want to do. So on some days, like today, I woke up feeling particularly dehydrated, and I could see it because in the wintertime, when I'm dry, my skin or my fine lines tend to show more, and that's like lack of hydration. So yeah, wintertime is just not a good time for me now. So I top off with this to add in some extra hydration, and then I let that settle down before I apply my sunscreen. And I hope you guys are using sunscreen. I got into the habit very young because I was on Accutane twice for my acne. And luckily I didn't experience heavy side effects like cracked lips and everything or hair loss. But it did dry out my skin in the sense that I was always mad. And oily skin younger me loved that because I hated having oily skin. So now that I am older, it is not as oily. I would say I'm combination, a little oilier in the summer now, less so in the winter. But yeah, I got into the habit of sunscreen very young, and I have learned that I do not like North American sunscreens. The standards here are just different from Asia. It smells chemically or coconutty, and it's just so greasy, so thick, so heavy. Even when it says dry touch, it never truly is dry touch, and I could just feel the oils of the product sitting on my face. I hate it. So Asian sunscreens are my go-to. My first introduction was the Biore Aqua UV from Japan, and I loved it. But since then, the formulation has changed, and now there's more alcohol in it, so that kind of sucks. I usually use it now in the summer, not in the winter, because alcohol dries your skin out a bit, so not good for winter. So right now, I am trying the CanMake Mermaid Skin UV Gel, and it is not focusing, but that's alright. I'll probably put a picture. And I've been really liking this. So there's no scent. It feels like you're applying a liquid gel over your face before it has a velvet finish touch. So thoroughly been enjoying that. I'm almost running out, so I'm glad that I got a backup. and it's typically, there's only 40 grams, so kind of smaller than your typical sunscreens. Now before this, I was using the Beauty of Joseon. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it, but if you're really into skincare, you definitely have heard of this one. Now rumor is this is more targeted towards North American clients, so it's actually not really popular in Asia, but because of the good marketing tactics they've done, it really blew up in North America. And I feel like for a while I bought into the hype. That was my go-to. I bought several bottles and I really thought I enjoyed it. But after a while, figuring out what I like and don't like, I quickly realized that it just wasn't for me. It definitely gives you that like dewy wet finish if you like that. I have no trouble producing that on my own in the summer. But when it comes for the winter, I just don't like how it didn't feel like it fully soaked into my skin and the sheen. So I would always have to like apply a lot of powder on top because it just looked like, I just didn't like it. It's for some people, it just wasn't for me, and I just didn't like how it felt like it sat on my face. Like if I touched my face, it would be sticky. But I don't have that issue with this, so I've been really liking this. But I have other sunscreens that I got in Japan that I want to try out. So yeah, we're gonna see if I find my holy grail sunscreen. And then that would be it. I actually forgot one thing. So before, let's take it back a bit. I wash my face. Sometimes I exfoliate. After that, I tone my face. And then I will spray my face. Or not even. I tone my face. And then I apply vitamin C. So they say the holy trinity of skincare is vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, and retinol. So yeah, vitamin C, good for pigmentation. In the summer, my sunspots go crazy. So this helps to lessen that and make them a little lighter, even out your skin tone, encourage collagen production in the face, because as women, when you, after 25 years of age, your collagen production just goes downhill. It just goes downhill from there. And I'm so jealous because men, you guys do not experience that until later. And like my boyfriend, if you guys are like my boyfriend, you could probably just rinse your face with water and you're good, and you don't have any dryness. Your skin looks plump, beautiful. For me, however, and I'm sure a lot of women can relate to this as well, if you don't do anything to your skin, you're gonna break out. You're gonna get dry patches. Your skin's gonna freak out. Your eczema will probably flare. So if I don't do this, I will be unbearably dry, and that dryness will lead to itching on my face. So yeah, the struggles, right? So vitamin C, very important. I use that as well. Now that is what my daytime routine looks like. My nighttime routine, however, I will wash my face in the shower. So if you're using sunscreen, make sure you remove your sunscreen. So I, at nighttime, because I like to wear a bit of makeup as well, I will oil cleanse. And then I hop in the shower, remove the oil cleanser, which will remove the surface layer of my makeup, sunscreen, and skincare. And then I will double cleanse with a facial cleanser. Sometimes I use a salicylic one, sometimes I just use a moisturizing one. But after that, my skin will be super, super clean. And then I hop out of the shower. I either let my face air dry or pat dry. And if I didn't exfoliate in the morning, I usually exfoliate at night, but sometimes I need to in the morning as well. But I usually exfoliate at night, and I alternate probably every second day or every third day I will use this. And then after using this, I will spray my face, make it damp, and then go in with my hyaluronic. And then after that, I will, because my retinol, this one right here, I'm trying out the CosRX one. I've tried out different retinols, but I should probably get a family doctor and get a prescription for what they give. not over the counter, but prescription, you know. So this one is an oil-based retinol. So as you could see right there, so because it is lighter than this, I will use this first, and then I'll top it off with this. And then after that, I will come in with my moisturizer. So this is the one that I'm using right now. It's like infused with the good stuff of soybeans. And you know what? Do I like this? Yes. Is it wow? Really depends on what your needs are. If you are looking for a good moisturizer that is light, then this is beautiful in the summer. Now, is this enough hydration for the winter? No. So I probably need to find a more hydrating, richer moisturizer for the winter if I really want to not dry out. But I use this, and then I recently started getting into eye creams. So with eye creams, I just do it under here, a bit on this area, and then whatever I have remaining, I apply on my marionette lines, and then I give myself a little massage here to help lessen the tension of my marionette lines. And then that would be it. That would be my skincare routine. So quite content with what I got going on right now, although there is room for improvement. Let me know what your guys' skincare routine is. I think if there is one takeaway that you should have from this, it would be 3 things. So the first being that when you apply, you want to go from the most lightest product, like most liquidy, to heaviest. And then second thing, that the holy trinity of skincare is hyaluronic acid, vitamin C in the daytime, and retinol at nighttime. You should not be using these together. Your vitamin C and your retinol should not be used together. I know some products now are combining. I'm not sure if that's just like a marketing gimmick. So I just prefer to use them separately. You should be using your vitamin C in the morning, and your retinol should be used at nighttime. And the reason why you don't want to use retinol in the morning is because it makes your skin sensitive to the sun. So you should avoid using this in the morning. But when you're using retinol, you have to be extra diligent on using sunscreen, which is the third thing that I want to share with you guys. The third most important thing is using sunscreen in the morning. Even when it's cloudy outside, you think, oh, there must be no sun rays. No, you're wrong. There is. That's why it's bright outside. So make sure you use your sunscreen, just because you want to prevent like cancer, melanoma. The sun's only getting stronger, right? So yeah, sunscreen will be your best friend. And I hope you guys enjoyed that ramble. I love talking about skincare. I love hearing about what other people are using as well. I'm like that nosy guest where if you invite me over to your house, I'm gonna be like, can I see your skincare cabinet? I'm always so curious what other people use, and you never know if you will be given a recommendation and find like the next best thing for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little segment as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me on yet another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in tomorrow's video. Now tomorrow's video, I'm not sure if it'll be uploaded at our regular time because I am having a girls' date with my best friends. It's been so long since we've seen each other, so I'm so excited to see them tomorrow and catch up and just spend quality time with them. So I'm so excited. So hopefully I'll be able to record and then edit on time, get that uploaded before I need to leave the house. If not, don't be surprised if the video comes out later in the day. But yeah, that's what's to expect. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't forget to do something fun. Drink a lot of water, and if you didn't apply sunscreen yet or don't have any, go apply it, go buy it. Future you will thank yourself. Have a wonderful rest of your day and take care. Bye.